we're here with John Mann now, who is the realtor of this amazing property in St. Matthews. It sold in 3 weeks. You have to be very happy.
We are thrilled. We're thrilled. The plan came together. I love these scenarios where, the expectations that we set for the seller in terms of, the pricing, the marketing time frame, and all that, ends up dovetailing exactly with the results. So it was a perfect outcome for this property.
And you've known Amy for a long time.
I sure have. She's been a great partner with us over the years. We've used her on a number of projects and certainly recommend her highly to all of our clientele.
Even your home, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm one of those cases where I actually do follow my own advice that I give people to give to my clients. So yes, at the point I was ready to buy a new house, I bought the new house, moved in, had Amy come in, and we repainted the whole thing, staged it, and sold that one in 2 days. So
oh wow,
yeah, so another success story for her.
Yeah. Oh, at asking price?
We got real close to it. Real close to it. It was a phenomenal outcome for us. So yeah.
Oh, good, good. Did you sell your own home?
I sure did, yes.
Well, you have to be a good real estate agent if you can sell your own home,
yes,
right?
Yes,
You're a testament
well,
to how good you are.
I knew better than to try to sell it with 3 kids in the house, so that's why we moved out and had Amy come in and clean it up for us, yeah.
Good. Well, how long have you been in the real estate industry?
10 years, 10 years now. So.
Well, how did you get into it?
It's kind of an interesting path over the years, but kind of landed in real estate, and it's been a phenomenal fit. Been with Linehan Sotheby's since they opened 5 years ago, and have helped run and grow that office, and been a broker along the way as well.
So you've been in the industry for a long time, and we're in St. Matthews, a very hot neighborhood, and because of Amy's help, you were able to sell this house in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the market and why it's important to be competitive and use a stager?
Yeah, I think St. Matthews is probably a good test case for that because it is a hot market. It's very desirable. Inventory levels are really low here, and so the natural inclination on the part of the sellers is, well, why would I want to stage the home? People are going to buy it because it's in St. Matthews, and that's just they will buy it, but at the price that they'll buy it is probably not what the sellers want to take. And that going through that process, investing that money to stage it, get it professionally. The paint colors modernized, just decorated into where it's competitive with what people are seeing when they look on Pinterest or House or HGTV, those types of places. It makes a big impact in terms of the ultimate marketing time frame, which directly relates to the price that the sellers get for it. If a property's been on the market 6 months or it's been on the market 6 days, we're going to get very different offers depending on how long it's been sitting there. So it does make a big difference. It is an investment certainly on the part of the clients up front to pay for the decorating and staging and any kind of updates that need to be done, but I think it is some of the best money that they can spend ultimately.
Because the investments they make in the home makes it competitive. And when you say competitive, what does that mean to the consumers that are out there getting ready to sell their home?
Well, I think that by and large, sellers typically overestimate the ability of buyers to have any vision in terms of what can be done with a property. And so that's where I think the return on investment really comes in. That if we have a home that just even needs paint colors, a lot of times it'll sit and sit and sit. That buyers don't even want to go through that process. Or maybe they'll go through it, but they can't even really envision what it would look like kind of once it got updated. So really bright or bold colors or those kinds of things, we certainly want to we make recommendations regularly. The flooring, the painting, and fixtures primarily, are the big things that I think sellers get a lot of return for. And then obviously depending on the floor plan of the house, we certainly run into situations where it's hard to understand some of the spaces in some of these homes. In St. Matthews, you've got a lot of these older Cape Cods, and some of them have little interesting niches and kind of unusual spaces. And unless it's staged, people just really don't understand how they would ever use it. So.
Great, and that also helps you with taking your house and comparing it to the market. And that's another way to make yourself competitive is what does your house look like to the house 2 doors down?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah, and there are, there's in the St. Matthews market, there's newly renovated homes that are going up, there's other professionally staged product, coming on the market, and if you're not competitive with those, you're not going to sell at those prices per square foot that those people will get, and I think that's ultimately, a decision that the sellers obviously have to make, but we help them go through that. We'll look at it and say, okay, here's what it's going to cost to do these repairs. Here's what it's going to, our expectations for the marketing time frame and the sale price after you've done these. And if you don't want to do them, that's fine, but understand we're looking at a different valuation based on that. And so they can look at it and kind of gauge that investment and make sure it makes sense for them too.
Well, it definitely worked on this house.
It sure did.
So this home is sold in St. Matthew, a very desirable neighborhood. But if you want another house in St. Matthews, he is able to help you buy that property. So you be sure to contact him with the contact information on your screen. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Your Kentuckiana Home. I'm with Betty Irvin with Mies Tile and Marble. Betty, how long have you been a designer here?
18 years tomorrow.
So that says a lot about Mies Tile and Marble that you've been here so long.
Yes, it's a family business, and there's a lot to be said about family businesses.
Well, so being here so long as a designer, you've seen a lot of things come and go. What's popular this year?
One thing that's really popular are the wood looks porcelains. They look exactly like wood, but they perform better than wood. You don't have to worry about water. You don't have to worry about large dogs and their claws, which seem to scratch the wood, and they'll never fade.
And one of the other popular items that you were telling me about is the ceramic.
Yes, this arabesque design here is very popular. It's showing up in natural stone. It's showing up in ceramic. It seems to be what everybody's asking for.
And so what would you pair this with?
We could pair this with any of our granites. This could also be used as a border or an accent. It doesn't have to be the entire wall. And also, this is a multiple color thing, so you would normally just use one of these colors or two of these colors.
What type of, you offer many different types of granite in it.
Yes, we do. We offer granite, marble, and quartz. One advantage that we have, if it is a stock item, you only pay for what you take home. You're not buying the large slabs like you do at most places.
What else do you have for us here?
Well, the whites are always going to be popular, the subways, the bevels, and just putting a little accent strip in them can just make an amazing difference. We also have some, this is silver travertine and the ledger stones. These stacked stones with the rough edge are extremely popular.
Thank you so much for your time today, Betty. We really appreciate it. If you're interested in getting some stone or some tile for your bathroom or kitchen, be sure to give Mies Tile and Marble a call with the contact information on your screen.